What happens if you keep drinking your favorite tea every day, but never realize that your muscles are slowly shrinking with each passing year? After 60, the body begins to lose muscle mass in a quiet but steady way. This hidden loss explains why many seniors suddenly feel weaker, why walking upstairs becomes harder, and why even lifting a grocery bag feels heavier than before. The danger is that this decline happens silently month after month until one day balance, independence, and confidence are at risk. Today, I'm going to show you how three simple teas already known in many kitchens can help your body rebuild muscle and give back the strength to walk tall again. These teas are not expensive pills or complicated diets. They are gentle, natural, and can fit easily into your daily routine. Many older adults have already found new energy and stronger steps simply by adding them to their lives. Before we begin, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Where are you watching this video? What time are you watching it? Please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you find this content useful, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe so you never miss the next tip made just for seniors. So stay with me because in the next few minutes, you may discover that your evening cup of tea is more than comfort. It may be the quiet key to rebuilding muscle and restoring strength in your golden years. Why muscles weaken so quickly after 60? After the age of 60, the body begins a natural process known as sarcopenia, which simply means the gradual loss of muscle, mass, and strength. Doctors explain that even if you weigh the same as before, the proportion of muscle quietly shrinks, while fat and weaker tissues take its place. This is not a sudden change, but rather a slow drift that begins around middle age and becomes more visible later in life. Many seniors describe it as feeling fine one year and then noticing the next year that their arms, legs, or grip just do not respond the way they once did. The consequences of this shift reach far beyond appearance because muscles are not only for lifting or climbing but also for balance, stability, and protection of the bones. When muscle tissue weakens, every step becomes less secure, and the fear of stumbling grows in the back of the mind. Statistics show that older adults with weaker muscles are more likely to suffer falls, and a fall after 70 can mean a broken hip, months of recovery, or even the loss of independence. In many families, seniors silently carry the burden of this fear, avoiding stairs or skipping social events, not because they lack interest, but because they no longer trust their body to keep them safe. Yet, this path is not unchangeable. Nutrition plays a vital role, and the body still responds positively when given enough protein, vitamins, and gentle movement each day. Simple choices such as adding an extra egg at breakfast, walking 10 minutes in the morning sun, or lifting a light pair of dumbbells while watching television signal the body to preserve and rebuild muscle tissue. These are not impossible workouts, but small steady habits that remind the body it is still needed, still capable, and still worth investing in. This is where something as simple as tea becomes surprisingly powerful. Certain teas contain natural compounds that reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and even support the repair of tiny muscle fibers after daily activity. It may seem almost too simple to matter, but for many older adults, combining a mindful cup of tea with better nutrition and movement has opened a new door. It represents a hopeful reminder that even though muscle loss is natural with age, the journey does not end there. With awareness and gentle action, seniors can take back strength, stability, and the confidence to walk freely once again. Three teas that help rebuild muscle and restore your strength. 1. Green tea protecting muscles and joints. Among the many teas enjoyed around the world, green tea stands out as one of the most widely studied and trusted. It has been part of Asian culture for centuries, and in recent decades, it has also become a daily habit for many older adults in the United States. What makes green tea special is not only its calming flavor, but also the powerful natural compounds hidden inside. The most important of these is a group of antioxidants called catechins, and the strongest member of this group is known as EGCG. Doctors and researchers often describe EGCG as a shield helping the body fight stress, inflammation, and gradual decline in tissue health that naturally comes with age. The science behind EGCG is simple but impressive. Inflammation is one of the main reasons muscles break down more quickly after 60, and it is also one of the triggers for joint pain and stiffness. EGCG works at a cellular level to reduce this silent inflammation, giving muscle fibers a chance to heal after daily use. Studies show that green tea drinkers often experience better recovery after exercise, even if that exercise is something as gentle as a morning walk around the block. At the same time, EGCG protects the cartilage inside the joints, slowing down the tiny cracks and wear that lead to arthritis. This means green tea is not just protecting your muscles, but also helping your knees, hips and shoulders stay flexible for longer. For seniors who feel discouraged by aching joints or weak legs, this can bring a sense of hope that decline is not the only path forward. The benefits of green tea, however, depend on how you drink it. Doctors recommend 2 to 3 cups per day, preferably brewed fresh and enjoyed without too much sugar. The best times are in the morning and early afternoon when your body is ready to absorb antioxidants and use them to fight stress. Drinking it too late in the evening may disturb sleep because even though green tea contains less caffeine than coffee, it can still keep some people awake. It is also wise to drink it warm or at room temperature rather than iced because warmth is gentler on the stomach and better for digestion in older adults. And if you are taking medications, especially blood thinners, it is always smart to check with your doctor before making green tea a daily ritual. To understand the impact, let me share the story of Margaret, a 72-year-old grandmother from Ohio. For years, she struggled with knee pain that kept her from joining her church friends on their regular walks. She tried pain relievers, but the discomfort always returned, and she began to feel isolated. At the suggestion of her daughter, she started drinking 2 cups of green tea every morning instead of her usual sugary latte. Within 6 weeks, she noticed her knees felt less swollen, and her energy returned in small but meaningful ways. Soon, she was walking again, slowly at first, then longer, until one day she realized she could keep pace with her friends. She described the change not as a miracle, but as a quiet shift that gave her back a part of her life she thought was gone forever. For seniors in both America and India, green tea is more than just a drink. It is a reminder that simple daily choices can protect your body, restore confidence, and open the door to movement once again. The message is clear: while aging is natural, decline does not have to be the only story. A warm cup of green tea may be small, but for your muscles and joints, it can be a steady source of strength and hope. 2. Ginger tea boosting. Circulation and energy. the many home remedies passed down through generations, ginger has always held a special place, both in American kitchens and Indian households. Its warm, spicy flavor is familiar in cookies, curries, and herbal drinks, and for centuries it has been valued for its healing qualities. For seniors, ginger tea is one of the easiest and most comforting ways to unlock these benefits. It is inexpensive, widely available, and requires no complicated preparation, making it a simple daily habit that can provide real support for aging muscles and tired joints. The power of ginger comes from a compound called gingerol, which has been shown in medical studies to reduce inflammation throughout the body. Inflammation is often the hidden driver behind stiff knees, swollen ankles, or the dull ache that makes walking less enjoyable. By calming these inflammatory pathways, gingerol allows blood to flow more freely through vessels, carrying oxygen and nutrients to muscles that need them most. Better circulation means faster healing after daily activity, less stiffness in the morning, and more energy to continue with ordinary routines. Gingerol also acts as a natural pain reliever, helping to ease arthritis symptoms and reducing the burning discomfort that many seniors feel in their joints. For someone who wants to remain active without relying solely on pain medication, ginger tea can feel like a safe and steady ally. The way you drink ginger tea makes a difference in how well it works for you. Doctors recommend brewing it from fresh slices whenever possible because fresh ginger contains the highest levels of gingerol. A small amount of honey can be added for flavor and for its own soothing properties, especially if you have a sensitive stomach. The best times to drink ginger tea are in the morning to wake up the circulation and in the afternoon to fight fatigue and keep energy steady. 2 cups a day are usually enough, and it is best not to drink large amounts on an empty stomach, as this may cause mild irritation. By keeping the portions balanced, seniors can enjoy the warmth of ginger tea as a comfort rather than a strain, and the ritual itself becomes part of a healthy rhythm of life. Consider the story of Helen, a 74-year-old retired teacher living in Arizona. For years, she struggled with persistent knee pain that made even a short walk to the mailbox feel like a heavy chore. She missed joining her neighbors for evening strolls and often felt trapped inside her home, watching her world slowly shrink. At the suggestion of her granddaughter, she began drinking a cup of ginger tea each morning with breakfast, replacing her usual sugary coffee. At first, she noticed only the pleasant warmth, but after several weeks, she realized her knees felt less swollen and her steps carried more confidence. Encouraged, she added a second cup in the afternoon, and within a month, she was walking down the block again, chatting with friends, and rediscovering the joy of fresh air. Helen described the change as a quiet return of freedom, a small habit that gave her back a sense of independence she feared was gone forever. For older adults in both America and India, ginger tea is more than a household drink. It is a gentle companion that supports circulation, reduces pain, and restores the energy needed to stay connected with life. The message is clear: while aging can bring challenges, small daily choices, like a cup of ginger tea, can bring back strength, ease, and the courage to keep walking forward. 3. Hibiscus tea, strengthening the heart and building endurance. When you first see a cup of hibiscus tea, it is hard not to pause and admire its striking ruby red color. The taste is lightly tart, almost like cranberries, refreshing enough to wake up the senses, yet gentle enough to soothe at the same time. In many households across India, hibiscus flowers have long been used in herbal remedies, while in the United States, it is often enjoyed iced on warm afternoons. For seniors, this simple drink carries more than beauty or flavor. It holds natural compounds that quietly protect the heart's steady blood pressure and even support the energy needed to keep walking with confidence. The secret behind hibiscus tea lies in powerful plant pigments called anthocyanins. These compounds are antioxidants, and their role inside the body is to reduce oxidative stress and inflammation, two silent forces that weaken the cardiovascular system with age. Studies show that hibiscus tea can help lower systolic blood pressure, which is the top number on a blood pressure reading, by relaxing the blood vessels and improving circulation. When the heart pumps more easily, muscles throughout the body receive more oxygen, and this translates into better endurance and less fatigue. In other words, supporting the heart indirectly supports the legs, arms, and every muscle seniors rely on for daily independence. For someone who feels exhausted after a short walk, the steady improvement in circulation can be life-changing. Drinking hibiscus tea, however, requires a bit of mindfulness. It can be prepared hot, like a comforting herbal tea in the evening, or chilled like a refreshing summer drink on a warm day. Both methods preserve the beneficial anthocyanins, so the choice depends on personal preference. The usual recommendation is 1 or 2 cups a day, enough to provide support without overwhelming the system. Seniors who already take blood pressure medication should speak with their doctor before making hibiscus tea a daily routine, because its natural effect on lowering blood pressure can sometimes add to the strength of prescribed medicine. For most healthy adults, though, hibiscus tea is safe, soothing, and an easy way to add heart-friendly antioxidants into the day. To see how this works in real life, let me share the story of Ravi, a 70-year-old retired fisherman from Kerala. Years of hard work on the sea left him strong but also struggling with high blood pressure as he aged. After retiring, he noticed that walking even a short distance to the temple left him breathless, and he began to fear losing the independence he valued so deeply. At the advice of a local health worker, he started drinking a warm cup of hibiscus tea every morning and another in the early evening. Within a few weeks, he felt calmer and his blood pressure readings began to improve. Encouraged, he continued the routine, and soon he found he could walk to the market without stopping to rest. His family noticed a glow in his face, a new energy in his step, and a return of his old confidence. For Ravi, hibiscus tea was not a miracle cure, but it became a small, steady habit that gave him back a piece of his freedom. For seniors in both America and India, hibiscus tea is more than a colorful drink. It is a gentle daily choice that nurtures the heart, strengthens endurance, and reminds us that small habits can carry great power. While aging may bring new challenges, it does not erase the possibility of renewal. With each cup of hibiscus tea, the heart grows steadier, the body stronger, and the path forward a little brighter. How to fit three teas into daily life. For many older adults, the challenge is not knowing which teas are helpful, but understanding how to fit them into a routine that feels natural. The good news is that green tea, hibiscus tea, and ginger tea can be placed in a simple daily schedule that gently supports the body without adding stress. Morning is the best time for green tea because it provides antioxidants and a light lift of energy, without overwhelming the system. A cup after breakfast prepares the muscles and joints for movement, almost like giving the body a fresh start. Around midday, when the heart works hardest, hibiscus tea can be introduced. Its gentle support for blood pressure and circulation helps seniors feel calm yet steady during the afternoon. In the later part of the day, ginger tea fits perfectly, bringing warmth to tired muscles and helping reduce joint discomfort before evening rest. Together, this rhythm creates balance with each tea serving a purpose at the right time. To make the habit easy, preparation matters as much as timing. Seniors often feel discouraged if routines become complicated, but with a few tricks, tea can become an effortless part of daily living. Using tea bags is one option, offering convenience and consistency without requiring fresh ingredients every time. Keeping a small jar of honey nearby can add comfort, especially for those who enjoy a gentle sweetness. Adding familiar spices like cinnamon or cardamom can make the flavor more appealing while also adding small extra health benefits. Preparing the tea in advance is another way to stay consistent. For example, hibiscus can be brewed in the morning, stored in the refrigerator, and enjoyed chilled after lunch. These small steps remove barriers and transform tea from a chore into a moment of relaxation. Special adjustments may be needed for seniors with health conditions, and this is where mindfulness makes the difference between safety and risk. Those with heart concerns should limit hibiscus tea to 1 cup a day, unless their doctor advises otherwise, because it can lower blood pressure more than expected. People with diabetes may wish to skip honey and drink the teas plain, letting the natural flavor shine through. For those on blood thinners, especially common in older adults, green tea should be used carefully, and a physician's guidance is essential. The goal is not to avoid these teas altogether, but to integrate them wisely, making sure they complement existing treatments rather than interfere. By paying attention to these details, seniors can enjoy the benefits while keeping their health secure. In the end, what matters is not perfection, but consistency. A simple morning, midday, and evening rhythm gives structure, while small adjustments make the routine sustainable. The real gift of these teas is not just in their chemistry, but in the calm ritual they create, moments of care that remind seniors they still have power over their health. Small daily habits to boost the power of tea. While tea itself offers many benefits, pairing it with simple habits can make its impact on strength and energy far greater. One of the easiest and most effective habits is walking for just 15 minutes after drinking tea. This short burst of activity signals to the muscles that they are still needed, helping the body absorb nutrients more efficiently and improving circulation at the same time. Imagine finishing a warm cup of ginger tea in the afternoon and then stepping outside for a steady walk around the block. The gentle rhythm of walking not only supports digestion, but also allows the antioxidants from tea to reach tired muscles more effectively. For many seniors, this practice becomes less about exercise and more about a quiet daily ritual, a way of telling the body that it still deserves attention and care. Another small but powerful step is making sure the body receives enough protein throughout the day. After 60, muscles require extra support to repair and rebuild, and protein is the building block that makes this possible. Adding a glass of milk at breakfast, a boiled egg at lunch, or a serving of beans at dinner may not sound dramatic, yet These simple foods provide the amino acids needed for muscle health. Without enough protein, even the best teas cannot fully protect against the slow decline of strength. For seniors who may have lost appetite or prefer lighter meals, small additions can be life-changing. A handful of nuts, a spoonful of peanut butter, or a bowl of yogurt can all quietly add up to make a difference. The key is not to eat more but to eat smarter, giving muscles what they need to respond to the benefits of tea. Finally, light strength exercises using small dumbbells or resistance bands can turn ordinary days into opportunities for renewal. These tools are inexpensive, easy to store, and surprisingly effective for maintaining muscle mass. A few minutes of lifting light weights while watching television or stretching a resistance band before bedtime can remind the muscles to stay active. Seniors often worry that strength training is too hard or unsafe, but the truth is that even 2-pound weights or gentle elastic bands can build resilience. Combined with the anti-inflammatory support of green ginger or hibiscus tea, these exercises reduce stiffness, improve balance, and restore confidence in daily movements. More importantly, they help create a sense of independence, showing older adults that their body still responds to effort no matter their age. Together, these habits walking, eating enough protein, and practicing light strength training work hand in hand with tea to keep the body steady and strong. They are not overwhelming changes, but small daily acts of respect for the body, helping seniors see that decline is not destiny. With consistency, these choices bring a quiet yet powerful reminder: health is still within reach and strength can still be renewed. Clearing up common misunderstandings about tea and aging. One of the most common concerns seniors share is the fear that drinking tea will inevitably lead to sleepless nights. This belief comes from the fact that some teas, especially green tea, do contain a modest amount of caffeine. Yet, the reality is that the caffeine in tea is far lower than what you find in coffee or soda. For most older adults, a morning or midday cup of tea is unlikely to disturb sleep at night. The real problem arises when tea is consumed too late in the evening, especially after dinner, when the body is already preparing for rest. By simply adjusting the timing, seniors can still enjoy the benefits of tea without sacrificing deep restorative sleep. In truth, for many, tea becomes a calming ritual that brings peace rather than disruption. Another misunderstanding is the belief that tea is simply too weak to make a difference in muscle health or joint comfort. Many seniors quietly dismiss it as just a flavored drink, not realizing that the compounds inside tea leaves and herbs have measurable biological effects. Green tea catechins, gingerol from ginger, and anthocyanins in hibiscus are all backed by research showing anti-inflammatory and circulation-boosting properties. No tea alone cannot reverse decades of muscle loss, but it can help reduce the pace of decline and make daily activities easier. When paired with walking strength training, an adequate protein tea acts like a supportive friend, quietly boosting the body's response and making recovery smoother. Thinking of tea as too weak often leads to missed opportunities for small but meaningful improvements in daily life. The final and most important truth is that tea is not medicine, and it should not replace the treatments prescribed by a doctor. It is better understood as a gentle partner, a supportive tool that works alongside healthy habits and necessary medical care. Seniors with heart conditions, diabetes or arthritis must still follow their doctor's guidance, but incorporating tea can add another layer of protection and comfort. Science makes it clear tea does not cure disease, yet it reduces inflammation, improves blood flow, and creates moments of calm that indirectly strengthen the body. For older adults who feel overwhelmed by pills and hospital visits, this reminder is encouraging. It says that while tea is not a miracle, it is still a meaningful part of the health journey. By letting go of myths and misunderstandings, seniors can see tea for what it truly is, a safe, natural, and supportive ally. It may not replace medicine, but it can restore energy, bring comfort, and remind you that even small daily choices carry the power to change how you feel. As we have seen, something as simple as tea can become a quiet but powerful tool for aging well. Green tea protects muscles and joints, ginger tea boosts circulation and energy, and hibiscus tea strengthens the heart while building endurance. Together, these teas remind us that even small daily habits can rebuild strength, restore balance, and bring back the confidence to walk with steadier steps. Aging does not mean surrendering independence. It means learning to support the body in ways that are gentle, natural, and sustainable. Now, I invite you to try this yourself. For the next 3 days, add these teas to your daily routine and notice how your body responds. Write down the changes you feel, whether it is more energy, less stiffness, or simply a calmer mood. And when you are ready, leave the word hope in the comments so that others can see your journey and feel encouraged to begin their own. Before we close, let me offer you a wish from the heart. May your mornings feel light, filled with fresh energy and a steady step that carries you where you want to go. And may your evenings be quiet, peaceful, and free from the weight of worry, so that your sleep restores you fully. Because even in later years, you still hold the power to guide your health with kindness and care.